Welcome, and if you knew me for quite a while, yes, I really detest the Oscars a lot. The reason why I do not like this so because honestly, they're literally just blindsided to even give it to the wrong awards. Like, that's especially the case because I think everybody can agree that the Oscars can give it to the wrong awards at times. And that's especially the case. Usually when it comes to the wrong awards, I usually focus on who wins Best Animated Feature. And yeah, the reason why I mostly focus on that award, considering the fact that you already know I'm an animation fan myself anyways. So like, the fact that they usually give it to the wrong awards when it comes to Best Animated Feature is honestly really upsetting. Like, I will agree some other awards, they can have their mess-ups, like what, Will Smith's rapping Chris Rock moment, or some other moments. But like, I mostly focus on the Best Animated Feature, maybe the fact that it's always, Disney winning the award. Which you already know I don't even like Disney anymore considering the fact that they've stopped producing good products. Like, I am willing to give them a chance. I am hoping to see that it was at least good. But still, it's still nonsense for them to do this. Now, I know they haven't been doing that recently, so at least that's something. But they still been finding ways to screw up by giving it to other movies that clearly do not deserve it over movies that clearly deserve the Oscar. Because, like, literally, the last few years, they've been doing this. Like, I may as well start off by showing you 2021 to how embarrassing. And that was the last time a Disney movie has won the Oscar so far. And thank goodness. But still, I may as well look at his video to see what it's like. Like, let me show you my response to Encanto winning Best Animated Feature. Yes, the Disney movie that I refuse to talk about. But I mentioned it again, so I may as well just look at it over again. Because let me show you how embarrassing the Oscars are.
The three of us have all had the privilege of bringing a beloved animated character to the live screen. I played Cinderella, Naomi was Princess Jasmine,
and soon Hallie will join the club as Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, the worst live-action remake in my opinion. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. I could look at the original one instead.
Welcome, babe.
Thank you, girls. Thank you. All these characters hold such a special place in our hearts because animated films make up some of our most formative movie experiences as kids.
So many kids watch these movies over and over
and over and over and over and over and over.
I see some parents out there know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, kids, watch them over and over. I think you get the point what I'm trying to say here. I mean, yes, usually I technically do that, but like, I mean, I'm 17 and I still enjoy animated movies. But like, still though, who says adults cannot enjoy it? Because animation can be enjoyed by everyone anyways. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I may as well remind you all to keep this in mind, because let me just remind you when it comes to one of the nominations.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film.
Encanto. Jared Bush, Byron Howard, Yvette Marino, and Clark Spencer. Flea.
Yep, there it is. This is the thing I told you to keep in mind of. Because let me just remind you that Flea was really nominated. And it's a movie related to a film person that is literally trying to, of course, immigrate from Afghanistan to a different country. And let me just remind you that Flea is literally rated PG-13. So, like, you shouldn't even say nonsense like that if one of your nominations is literally a movie about, a person trying to escape from Afghanistan and literally flee. Like, seriously. Like, even, I'm pretty sure kids would not even want to choose them. Because when I watched Flea, I was literally just bored watching it. So, like, why should you even say nonsense like this anyways? Anyways, may as well just skip to the part where Encanto wins, because you already know I don't like that part. I mean, you already know I don't even like Encanto anyways. So, like, that's pretty expected. And I'll just let you know who I think should have gotten the Oscar instead.
And the Oscar goes to... Encanto!
Yep, that part, but yeah, like, I was definitely really disappointed with myself, considering the fact that I already know I don't like it when, of course, a Disney would continue winning. But yeah, to let you guys know, I haven't gotten over it, so therefore I am glad, but still, like, for this day, I'll still somehow claim that Mitchell vs. the Scenes could have gotten that award, considering the fact that Sony Pictures Animation would have a chance to, literally get that award again after, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, so it would have been nice for that movie to win instead, but still, yeah, Encanto still did not deserve to win, and I think some people can agree. If you believe Encanto deserved to win, I guess that's fine, but like, you gotta at least give me a reason on why Encanto should have won. Like, if you're Colombian, and if you're into, of course, Latin movies, then I guess that's understandable. But give me other reasons besides those if, you believe Encanto should have won. Because, like, literally, Encanto literally just really ruins it, and literally gives me the reason why Disney's not really that good anymore. Whatever, I can at least forget that compared to the next movie that we're going to talk about. Well, the next movie that actually ended up winning this award, because I think the movie is infinitely worse than Encanto, because it acted like Encanto that at least gave me some enjoyment and trusting. This movie literally stressed me out, and I will let you know which movie should have won instead. Don't worry, it's not Turning Red, because you already know I don't like that movie, or another Disney movie. Instead, it's something else.
We know the show just started, so we're going to get straight to the point. We're here to present the award for Best Animated Feature.
Yes. animation. But where does one even begin to adequately capture the magic that is animated film?
I don't know, but that's why we're here. So these are the nominees for Best Animated...
And let's think about it. Well,
Come on, it's a long night. Long night.
That word, animation. Like many words, it comes from the mother tongue, Latin.
Oh my God.
Its root meaning? To bestow life. Huh?
Dwayne, we just need to keep this moving.
It's gonna be awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Like, probably even more awkward than the last one, I gotta say. Also, let me just remind you that one of the nominations is Marco with Cells On, which, let me just remind you that it's a movie that came out in 2021, so, like, I don't see the entire point I nominated it. Like, if I was the Oscars, I would probably just nominate Bad Guys instead. I mean, that's my favorite animated movie of 2022 anyways, because of how awesome it is, especially with the action scenes and what DreamWorks is, of course, able to do with it. Like, I would nominate that movie over Marco with Suze On anyways.
And the Oscar goes to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yep, that's the one. Ugh, that Netflix Pinocchio movie that I do not want to even say the name at all. Literally one Best Animated Feature. And may I ask, oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, I do not like that movie. But like, that's a story for another day, because honestly, I'm extremely stressed out from watching it. Even worse than whatever Encanto could have done. Because at least with Encanto, I could at least try to get a ooze. But since the Pinocchio movie that I do not speak of literally got Wanda Award, then basically, yeah, that movie here did not deserve to win an Oscar. But yeah, you can try to guess. Pussy was the last one to have gotten the Oscar instead. Like, literally, DreamWorks deserves to, of course, have another win. After all, the only two DreamWorks movies that literally won the Oscars were Shrek and Wallace and Gromit: Christopher Rabbit, which is a collaboration with Aardman. So, like, why did you have to do this, Oscars? Like, why are you just so biased? Whatever. But I will say, though, there is something I will go over, you know, Guadagnino's, you know, speech on over the fact that his movie won Best Animated Feature. Like, I'll let you know, because this is going to keep in mind for something, I will say.
To know that this art form that we love so much, stop motion, is very much alive and well.
I mean, I guess the only positive thing I could say about that Pinocchio movie winning Best Animated Feature is, of course, the fact that stop motion animation does get recognition. But, like, still, you could have wasted at least, you know, waited at least a few more years for it to happen, or you could have done it in a more better way instead of, ugh.
I want to thank Shadow Machine and the crew up in Portland. I want to thank the Henson Company and Lisa Henson. I want to thank my beautiful wife and Sebastian as well. And this man, who was really the genesis of everything, including my drinking problem.
Thank you. Animation is cinema. Animation is not a genre. And animation is ready to be taken to the next step. We are all ready for it. Please help us. Keep animation in the conversation. I would like to thank Netflix and Ted Sarandos for...
Yeah, I guess I can't agree with you on this, so thank you so much, Guillermo, for at least saying that same. But yeah, animation is definitely a genre, and definitely should, of course, be cinema, and should be, of course, taken as a genre, instead of just, you know, a thing for kids. Oh my goodness. But do you think the Oscars would have actually approved it, and literally really ready to take the next step? Of course not! Because of the fact that they didn't even bother nominating the editors for, you know, the nominees for Best Animated Feature over for Best Picture as well. Like, really, if you're at least gonna agree with the Oscars to, you know, take the, you know, next level for animation, you could at least nominate one of these for at least Best Picture, which I already know which film. Whatever, I may as well look at the Best Animated Feature category, you know, with last year, which you already know I already disagree with it anyways, because of who won the award.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature. The Boy and the Heron, Hayao Miyazaki and Toshio Suzuki. Elemental.
Okay, what reason does Elemental have to be nominated for? Are you guys as biased just because of the fact that it's from Pixar? Like, are you seriously gonna be like this? Because, like, I can name you a more better nomination idea to be nominated for Best Animated Feature. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, yeah, this movie is a much more better nominated idea instead of Elemental. It would be better if that movie was nominated instead. But whatever, let's see who wins, because, like, I'm more focused on, you know, Spider-Verse winning.
All right, and the Oscar goes to The Boy and the Heron.
Yep, that unfortunately happened. Dear goodness. Yeah, you can already try to guess what I want anyone to win. Like, literally, Spider-Verse literally has so many things to win over, you know, The Boy and the Heron. Like, you could have waited another time to win Studio Ghibli. Like, because at least I could give Spirited Away winning Best Animated Feature a pass, despite the fact that I'm still not a fan of that movie. But still. Also, I don't care if you guys have a problem with me literally talking shit to The Boy and the Heron. Like, whatever. This guy, of course, said...
Oh yeah, he also did He also commented on The Boy and the Heron, like when it won, or the Heron, like because it won an Oscar. Like he only shitted on the, like, this is all he had to say. Why? Like okay, it's one of those. I'm just gonna say I'm only gonna show a brief snippet of The Boy and the Heron, like, because there's like a teaser for it. Like, look, it's one of those. To put it simply, just gonna say this right now, but this is one of those movies that most tuneheads tend to skip out on. It's one of those interesting ones that he actually skips out on. Like, it's a really well-made movie. I for those who haven't seen it, I suggest go seeing it. Like, it's really good.
Honestly, go ahead and say nonsense like that to me, because I don't care. I still stand by my claim that The Boy and the Heron did not deserve the Oscar. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse did. Like, even though, of course, the voice actor Miles Morales said that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was robbed. And I don't blame him at all, because it was definitely robbed. But anyways, I might as well look at, the next recent Oscar over... Oh boy, yeah, you can try to guess what I'm trying to say. The recent Oscar and the recent animated movie to win Best Animated Feature. It's, honestly, I'm still not proud of it, even though I did not, unlike the others, I did not hate the one that won. But still, it's still gone to The Wild Robot.
And the Oscar goes to... Flow.
Flow.
Yeah, nah, Wild Robot deserved the Oscar, not Flow. Like, I'm not saying Flow was a bad movie, but I was mostly bored watching it. So the Wild Robot definitely should have gotten the Oscar instead. But yeah, you can pretty much see what I'm trying to referring to. Like, literally, I'm always glad to see that the recent 3 Oscar winners aren't, Disney movies, but they're still wasted by giving it to movies that clearly did not deserve the Oscar, instead of, from others. So, like, yeah, you can see how biased the Oscars are, and they were even biased before, since, Brave Star won Best Animated Feature over, better movies. Like, I don't know how this happened, and Big Hero 6 got nominated over the Lego Movie, my favorite movie of all time, and somehow won the Oscar. Like, I don't care about the hell of Princess Kaguya, but whatever. Like, you can see how not biased the Oscars can be at times. Even nominating Sarcos despite the fact I still like that movie, but like, SpongeBob SquarePants movie exists, and Boss Baby, like, why not the Captain Underpants movie instead? You can see how biased the Oscars are, like, literally. Like, if you seriously think the Oscars are literally trying to find ways to improve, think again, based off what I just told you. Because, like, literally, the Oscars have been something I've been trashing them out for years now, and honestly, I just had enough. That's the reason why I made this rant video on the Oscars, making fun of it. So yeah, overall, screw the Oscars, and if the Oscars can find ways to not actually screw up in 2025, whatever, then hopefully, I'll at least be happy. But I am still not gonna be happy right now over the fact that, But we'll just see about this for a minute. Anyways, that's it for the video. I'm glad to see that I was able to do this, and hopefully this video does blow up. But we'll see, though, because I know so many people are gonna disagree with me with that, okay? Whatever. Anyways, so bye.